I really like being able to really be my complete self. Because, you know, a lot of times people are ashamed to say that they lost their job or say that they don't, because, you know, everybody on Instagram rich, right?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So, you know, people be ashamed to say that they struggling or that they account negative or whatever the case may be. And I be like, look, I'm driving on fumes today, y'all. I'm about to stop and get some gas. Like, I tell people exactly what it is that I'm going through. And it wasn't this video I did. I want to say it was day 15. I went and spoke to the leasing office, and they told me to come up with my rent by the 31st of December, where they're starting the eviction process. But I said that in my video, like, look, this is part of the journey.
Right.
So I got to figure something out by December 31st. But I just feel like I don't know. Either I'm gonna get a job or I'm gonna figure something out. So I'm not stressed out per se. Like, if I gotta get a storage unit and put my stuff in there until I figure out where I'm going next, and that's what it is. But I'm excited for the journey.
This Calvin with another episode of the Stab Lab Podcast, episode number 88. I want to tell y'all thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'm really excited to interview this woman because she has over 200,000 viewers and friends and a community on TikTok. She has a large following on Instagram. She's vibrant. Let's give it up for Mel today, y'all. How you doing?
I'm good.
How you doing today?
Good.
Thank you for stopping by the lab today and spending time. I know you got a really, really, really busy schedule, and this means a lot to me. Everybody that I invite here, it means a lot. So I just want to appreciate you for spending time with me at the lab today.
I appreciate the invite.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, and this is my first podcast, so I'm super excited.
Good. I just want to share electrifying stories and just to tell people the other side of like content creation and, you know, the business side of it. Because a lot of people see the other side when it's done. Exactly. They don't know what's behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And just get like a little life story of who you are, you know, what you got going on today, and, you know, things in the past or whatever, however you want to do it. But I'm a believer of the New Year's resolution thing don't work no more.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that because I switched it up right now. I'm reading a book called what's the name of that book? 12-Week Year, and it's talking about doing things for 12 weeks instead of saying, okay, I got this goal for 2025, because sometimes we never ever hit that goal. So for 12 weeks, go super hard at that one goal, and then try to see if you can accomplish it. But don't make like really, really big goals, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Do small goals every 6 months. Every 12 weeks. And then after those 12 weeks, take like a week off to reflect, to see what you've done, to see what you've accomplished. And then on the next 12 weeks, do something different. Okay. So I kind of did that this year, and I really seen different results from it. So I'm not telling y'all to not have any goals for 2025. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for next year, try to do something different. I know we always say new year, new me and all this, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes it never worked, but do something different next year. But today I'm excited. I really am. Can we meditate for like 3 seconds?
Let's meditate.
Okay, let's meditate.
Can I close my eyes? I already closed my eyes. I'm like, yes, let's meditate.
Yeah, that's part of meditating. Ready? I got the timer on. Let's go. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Ooh. How did that make you feel?
I needed that.
You need that?
I needed that.
Why you feel like you needed it?
Because now I just feel energized off that couple of seconds.
Do you really? No.
I do. Okay, I'm lit now. Let's get it.
All right, bet. So every morning I try to meditate for at least like 7-8 minutes, and it just gives me a clear mindset and a clear head to go through the day. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try something different with her today. Let's meditate just to see where it takes us, or it might clear your mind or something you might have been doing all day. And I feel like since you came down here to the lab, I want to, you know, kind of do something different with you. So I appreciate you for meditating with me. How's your mental health right now, though?
How is my mental health? That's a question right there. You know, normally people be like, how you doing? And you be like, I'm fine. And it's just always like, I'm fine. But mental health, how's my mental health? It is.
So before we get into it, we keep it a buck on here, okay?
Okay, that's all I know.
Okay, cool.
That's all I know. That's why I'm like, where I started.
Cool. All right, bet. So we on the same page. All right, bet. Okay. So go ahead, do your thing.
So my mental health right now, I got a lot going on. Okay. So, and I be excited for life. So I enjoy the ups and the downs. I really be looking at my life like it's a movie or something and just like, dang, what's about to happen next? So it'd be hard for me to really feel overwhelmed. Like when people be saying like, dang, it's a lot going on right now. How are you so calm? Because I'm really like, what's next? And so right now my mental health is a little bit of everywhere. Like I'm excited, I'm overwhelmed, I'm nervous. It's just everywhere, but it doesn't settle anywhere for very long.
Okay. So it's just like mixed emotions?
Yeah.
Or it's like
I just got mixed emotions, mainly because I lost my job like 2 weeks ago. And so it was a lot. You know, when they came in, it was like, yeah, we got to let you go. So it was a lot. But at the same time, when they said, I was like, all right, let me go ahead and get my stuff. You need the keys back, right? Let me get you your keys. So it was like, at the same time, it was a relief. But how am I going to pay my bills?
No, for sure. But I think that, you know, we always have this worry factor. Even when we got a job. Yeah. We worry so much. And we don't know what's coming next. And I don't know if you're a believer or not. But God told us, don't worry. Like, he already got it. You know what I'm saying?
That's how I feel, though.
Yeah, it's already planned out. So what if he took you from that job to put you somewhere else? It was a door that needed to be closed that you wouldn't close.
Yes,
you get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't.
Exactly. So it's like sometimes God forced us to close it. He like, okay, I've been waiting on you for so long to close the door. I'm gonna close it for you. You get what I'm saying?
And it seems like that's how it's been with, like, you gotta realize the patterns in your life because everything keep happening pretty much the same exact way. Yeah. And the patterns from my life is like, I'll stress and then it'll get fixed. And I'm like, why I keep stressing if it's going to figure itself out anyway? Like, that's how I got to where I am. Everything just keeps putting itself back together. So I'm like, do I stress? Like,
no, don't stress. It's like, harder. It's harder to say though, because stressing is something that we grow up with. Yeah. We've seen our parents stress. We've seen our grandparents stress. So it's kind of like embedded in our culture and our families. Like, stressing is just something, it's part of life, but I feel like we have to stop stressing because it's always going to work itself out. Yeah. Tell me a time that something hasn't happened that it didn't work itself out.
Right. Everything, I would just be feeling like things happen for a reason, but also like what you just said, I had to be uncomfortable and like that door had to close itself because I wasn't going to do it. Right. And it's been like that for just about everything. Like I used to stay on 7 Mile and, like 7 Mile and Telegraph area. And I loved my apartment. It gave you ever seen Coming to America? So look, it gave Coming to America vibes, right? But it was 7 Mile and Telegraph. Or no, that's 7 Mile and Grand River. And it was right across from a BP. So on the outside, it looked real rough. Like I would invite people over and they'd be like, what I'm about to get myself into? Should I go in? Who's gonna walk me back to my car? Right. Like it looked bad, but when you got in, it was plush. Like they had the white carpet, had the chandelier. It was so clean when you got in. And I didn't want to go nowhere. My rent was only like $450. Wow. Most of the stuff,
I wouldn't have left. I wouldn't have left.
Most of the stuff was included, and I was like, dang, I'm never leaving this place. My landlord stayed right across the hall. And when I say Coming to America vibes, he connected the upstairs apartment with the downstairs apartment. And he put a spiral staircase through the middle of the apartment. so I was really comfortable. And my brother needed a place to stay. So I was like, why don't you come stay here? I'm barely at home, which I never was at home. And he came to stay. And when I came home, like when I actually came to check, I'm like, man, my place looking a little different. And he was slowly like, you know, put my stuff in the attic like I was moving out. So, and then he had like spilled some stuff on the floor, and I was like, I'm good. I'm about to move.
So that's what made you move.
So I moved to the suburbs from there.
Wow.
So it was an upgrade, but I had to be uncomfortable,
right,
in order to move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like you just gotta go with the flow a little
Absolutely.
bit. But we're gonna get a little
like
more
water.
into that, a little in a second, because I want to deep dive into that if you don't mind.
Let's go.
Well, cool. So before we get into it, just give us a little bit of background of who you are, what you got going on, and things of that sort.
Okay, so my name is Melva. I go by Epic Love on social media.
Okay.
So I don't even know how I came up with the name Epic Love. It was more
because I'm like, do I call it Epic? Like what? Like what?
A lot of people call me Love.
Love. Okay.
Yeah, and I got that name just because you invite me out, I'm there. I just show love wherever I go. Like you don't even got to ask me like, hey, could you do this? I'm already on it. Like I just show love. Mm-hmm. So I feel like the name fits me, even though when I first made it, it didn't really like have like I just chose those words.
Oh, okay.
But it really fits me now because my lifestyle really is I just show love. But so I started my content journey back in 2019, and I was doing it because I needed an outlet outside of work.
Okay.
So I would go home and I was mainly doing skits and like just stuff that made me happy, stuff that made me laugh. And I started building a following off that. So once I got to about 20,000 followers, that's when I was like, okay, I'm on to something. And then when I got to 40,000, companies started reaching out to me like, hey, can you promote my product? Things like that. And I was like, okay, so I can make money off this.
Right.
And then I found out about Amazon affiliate. Mm-hmm. So, you get you an affiliate account, have the link in your bio. Anybody that buys an Amazon product, you get a commission off of it. So I went from, making funny stuff to doing all unique Amazon products.
Right.
And it was during COVID. At this point, it was during COVID. So I was making a lot of money. Couldn't nobody go nowhere.
Yeah.
Everybody had to order everything. So through those 2 years, I stayed at home. I didn't even work because I was making so much money off content creation with the Amazon that I didn't work for 2 years. After everything opened back up, I was like, okay, now this can be like a second job and I can go get a job and then still do my content. And so I went and got a job at a storage facility, and I was still able to edit my videos and still able to do both easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with the TikTok ban, I know you got a lot of followers on TikTok. I think they banned it in January or something like that.
That's what they say.
Are you being affected by that?
So I'm not. I thought they were supposed to ban it like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, me too. I'm surprised they just now doing it.
Yeah. So for me, when they first tried to ban it a few years ago, I was worried about it. So that's why I got my following up on Instagram.
Right.
So now I want to say Instagram is a little over 30,000 followers, but I think I'll be just fine.
Yeah, I think
if they get rid of TikTok, everybody coming to Instagram anyways.
Exactly. That's why I tell people though, get on Instagram and YouTube. Get long form content, because in a minute, short form content gonna be obsolete and long form is gonna take over. I know people attention span is 10 seconds now, but eventually with the vlogs, and I tell people start documenting your life, because it's not only a journey for everybody else, it's a journey for you as well. Mm-hmm. So I know that you've been documenting your life over your job loss over the last week and a half or two. Yeah. And I think people can relate to that. And it might be something that you are just doing unintentionally. I don't know if you did that on purpose, but people can probably relate to that, because I'm pretty sure you're not the only person who lost their job, especially in this season. Yeah. So how are you feeling in this season right now?
So I feel hopeful. I feel grateful. And I'm just, like I said, I'm excited to see what's going on next. I just don't see myself falling. Like if I fall, I'm going to be surprised.
No, I don't see you falling either. Like, you can't fall.
But
you know
I just don't see that happen. I'm excited for the next adventure. I literally see my life as an adventure, so I'm just excited.
Right. So what got you into content creating?
So it was around, it was getting real, it probably was COVID. I don't know if it was during COVID or just before COVID, but a lot of restaurants was closing. It was my favorite restaurants. So, I started with the, like, just trying to have an outlet outside of work. But once COVID came around, I was like, let me go to some of these restaurants and see if I can save some of my favorite restaurants. So I started doing food content, which wasn't bad because companies were sending me free products for, to do Amazon reviews. And then once I started doing food reviews, trying to save like my favorite restaurants, then all like the fun places in Detroit started reaching out to me like, hey, can you come here? Hey, can we pay you to come out? And so now it's just like companies ask me to come out all the time.
Okay.
Whether it be a private event or whatever is going on, I'm everywhere.
Do you find yourself niching down? You know what that is?
No.
Okay.
I'm saying I don't find myself niching down.
Okay, because a lot of people say you should niche down when you start off. Basically, like, do one thing. So, say for instance, if you're doing food, like, stick to food. Don't go food, fashion, fitness, whatever. I feel like do what you love. Don't worry about what, niching down. Now, if you want to maybe do it in the long run, say I want to be a foodie or I want to be a critic or a restaurant reviewer or whatever, stick with it. Yeah, but you don't have to niche down, especially doing something. I love doing content creation because I just love showing my life. I love showing my journey. I just love edit. I love the whole thing about it.
Same.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Same.
But niching down, if I just did, okay, I love fitness. I like working out. A lot of people wouldn't follow me for the traveling that I do, or I used to do full reviews too. And stuff like that. So I just feel like do what you love. Like, don't let people tell you what you need to do, what type of content creating you need to do. Like, do what you love. You get what I'm saying? Was there ever a time where you realized like, oh shit, like content really is in, like I'm about to take off. You know what I'm saying?
It took me, it's kind of like you say fitness. You ever be working out and really you don't see your gains, but everybody around you see your gains?
Yes.
And you be like, really? Because I still need to fix
Because I see myself every day, though.
Yeah. So it felt like that with content creation. So once I reached 20,000, somebody's like, you an influencer. And I was like, what's that? So I didn't see where I was going or what I was doing, but everybody around me was seeing it. Like, you helping people and you doing this. And I'm like, I'm doing what? So, no, I didn't really notice it.
Do you see yourself doing content creating for the rest of your life, or you just think that
everything changes?
Right.
It would be in a perfect world, absolutely. But I think everything changes, and I think we're getting to the point where we probably not even gonna be doing content creation. We probably gonna be sitting at home chilling while AI doing our stuff.
You think so? But I feel like how AI gonna be us though. You know what I'm saying? Like how AI gonna do
just like AI driving cars and doing everything else, mixing drinks.
I would never in a million years think I was doing content creating. Like 10 years ago, what is content creation?
Double life.
Yeah, but is it?
It's a double life.
It is.
Because you live your life and then you live your second life.
On the content creating side?
Your digital life. Yeah.
I never thought
you gotta hit certain angles. That's the
oh
digital.
My God.
That's a digital life. You can't have that same angle in your regular life.
Not at all. And I think that even if you're dating somebody who don't understand content creating, they not gonna
see.
It's not gonna work. You get what I'm saying? Because you gotta have them angles. Like you gotta record this. You be like, oh shit, that light hitting right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they be like, she recording every time we got to eat. But we don't know where content creating is gonna take us.
True.
That's why I asked you that question. Do you see yourself doing that for like the next 10 years? Because like you said,
perfect world, absolutely. Because I live to create. Like everything that I do, I'll be like, wait a minute, I need to record this. Like on my way here, I was like, let me get some footage of me driving.
Yes, for sure.
Because I like when you say document your life, I love documenting my day.
Right.
So, but I get a lot of messages and stuff because people enjoy seeing somebody else's life, even though I don't be doing nothing.
That's what I be telling people though. You think you don't be doing nothing, but you really do be doing something though. Like,
and other people like, oh, okay. But sometimes people excited that you doing nothing. Like, cool, I'm not boring. I'm not boring by myself.
Exactly. That's why you got to continue to keep doing it. So how do you handle the challenges in content creating? I know you work with a lot of brands. How do you deal with like the ups and downs with content creating?
So that was one reason I got a 9 to 5, because I don't like stress. And content creation is fun. I absolutely love it, but it's not fun when I was just only doing it for the views or only doing it for the likes. Now I can finally have a peace of mind and say, I'm doing it because I enjoy doing this.
Right.
And I do it for me.
Exactly.
When I do it for me, it's a whole nother ball game.
Right.
So I think for me, having my 9 to 5 and just having my content creation as what I enjoy to do is how I handle that.
I think, but a lot of people want, like, they see your work, like you do good work. You do really good work.
Thank you.
So people either want you to work with them or for them, and it adds another layer of stress because you don't know how they want it. So when you do it for yourself, you know how, okay, I need this lighting, I need this angle, I need this. So it takes the fun out of it. That's why they say do what you love, and it's going to be like you not working at all. Exactly. So people try to use content creation as a job. It's not a job, because then you're going to be really working. Like, I don't want to work. Like, that's the whole purpose. I don't want to work. I just want to enjoy it. You get what I'm saying? Like, let me enjoy the content creating. So, what's a typical day for you? Like, content creating, like, do you wake up recording, or do you wake up and you might jot down your thoughts and ideas? And
a typical day. So before I go to bed, I already write out what I got to do in the morning. Okay. It's just easier for me to think that way because like my day is already put together for me. But if I have any videos or deadlines and everything, I already know what's on my calendar. Okay. When I get up, I'm not trying to record immediately when I get up. I'm trying to get something to eat. I'm trying to get some water in my system. I'll go through my emails. I like to go through my emails first thing because that's the one thing that I don't want to do. Right. So hard things first. Yeah. Hard things first. So I check my emails immediately. And then I go about my day from there. Okay. But I like what are they called? Slow mornings. Slow mornings are the best. Yes. Even if I have to be somewhere early, I wake up earlier. Right. Like if I got to be there at 8, I'm waking up at 5. Right. Just so I can have a slow morning. I think slow mornings are one of the things that we've been sleeping on our whole life. Yeah. Like a slow morning can help you. I need to get up an hour earlier to have a slow morning. I need to get up 3 hours. 3 hours? See, you're a woman though. Women, y'all need an extra 2 hours anyway. So, but for me, that's one of my goals, life goals, I call it, having slow mornings every single day. And did you go to CreatorCon? I did. I spoke. Okay, yeah. Shout out to you for going to CreatorCon. Hey. If you haven't been to CreatorCon, you need to go to CreatorCon. And it's not only just for creators, it's for, I think it's just like a good influence and just to be around other people who want to, make a change and want to be different. But I forgot her name. She was speaking and she was talking about do something every day that you want to do for the rest of your life and practice it. So if you want to practice having slow mornings, practice it every day. You get what I'm saying? So you can work hard towards it. Yeah. So work hard towards your everyday life goal, not just a goal for the year. You get what I'm saying? So for me, that was it was an eye opener for me because now since CreatorCon, I've just been more intentional about myself. You know what I'm saying? About living purposefully, doing things with intention. And just being more alive and vibrant. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on right now. And I'll be like, I don't want to get too caught up in that. So in the world of content creating, I know you said people call you an influencer. What's the difference between an influencer and a content creator? Put it like that. I feel like an influencer, well, I don't know the difference. I feel like they're the same thing. But I would feel like an influencer is someone that's trying to influence you to do whatever it is that they got going on, whether it be buy my product or whatever it is. I think they're trying to influence something. I feel like a content creator is somebody that's editing and posting, but if you think about all of it is marketing.
Right.
Even if it's not a product in that video, the person is a product. The person is the product.
You are the product.
Exactly.
Though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And a lot of people try to get into content creating because they see you do it and they think that it's easy. Y'all think that content creating is easy until you do a reel and you get 3 likes. And it takes
get 3 likes and got 200,000 followers.
Right.
How?
Like, and then
How, Sway?
Right. Now people think you fake. People think you know, buying followers and stuff. Like content creating is not easy. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's fun for sure, but you can't attach your feelings to content creating either though. Yeah. Because it will make you feel sad. It will make you feel like you're not good enough. Now you comparing your likes and views to other people. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no, like if you're going to do the content creating, do it because you love it or do it because you like it. Yeah. And I'm telling y'all, it's not easy. When you've been working on this reel for 4 hours and you get 3 likes, don't get discouraged. Please don't get discouraged. Yeah. So would you say you were an influencer?
Oh.
I feel like you're an influencer.
You feel like let me see. I never liked the word influencer. I hear a lot of people call me influencer. But I mean, I guess, yeah, because I'm going to try to get you to buy something.
Eventually.
I'm going to try to get you to buy something. But my influence is more so, I just be wanting people to enjoy life.
Right.
That's my influence. Even if I'm trying to show you a product or something, it's gonna be a unique something that you really want.
That's not really influencing though.
It's not.
I think influencer got a bad rep over the last year.
I think influencers got a bad rep because some people do it just for the money. You can't do everything for money. All money not good money.
Selling courses and ebooks on how to get rich in 30 days.
Like, and I'm gonna need you to be rich. Like, if you're going to be selling these courses, and I need you to have got rich in those 30 days. Like,
you got to watch people who, like, rent cars for the pictures and stuff like that. And I tell
fake
people,
it till they make it.
For sure. And then they're kind of, I ain't stepping on nobody's toes. And but you got to watch those people who call themselves influencers, because what are y'all influencing? You get what I'm saying? To get rich in 30 days, I ain't going to say it's not possible, but it's almost like, but too many people has fallen in that trap, though. You get what I'm saying? To that That's how they end up getting rich.
But I mean, even with my TikTok, I've never bought any ads or anything. Mm-hmm. So if I post something and, like you say, 3 likes, and I'm like, how I got 3 likes with 200,000 followers? I just be like, it's because I'm not running ads. It's because I'm not buying views, because I'm not buying followers. And the people that are paying for all this stuff, you know, that's who they going to push out.
Do you feel like it's the algorithm, though? Like, how do you feel about the algorithm and all of that?
I feel like it's pay to play. I feel like if you paying, they pushing your stuff out.
I think that got a lot to do with it, but I think that if your content suck, it's just not gonna go nowhere.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because if your content sucks and you pay to push it out, they still gonna be.
They still not gonna like it, right? So you can pay $1 million, but if your content sucks,
I need somebody to do that. I need somebody to just put up some crappy content and pay for this. We need to figure this out.
Yeah, and it's like people be trying to break the algorithm. So I'm not gonna say I master Instagram because they always changing it. But you can if you're doing it enough, you can find out like, okay, this video might do better than my last video because I did this. It's all about hooks. It's all about the clarity. You know what I'm saying? So if you got those things, I'm not saying all of your videos gonna do good, but it might. Have likes and views ever discouraged you from being a content creator? Like,
in the beginning, it did. In the beginning, it did because I didn't understand it and I didn't know what was going on. And you know, some days I would just completely put down everything. I might put it down for like a week or two, and then so for me, I'll put it down and think it don't matter to put it down. But then I'll get that message like, "Hey, where you been at? Hey, you haven't posted in a while." And I'll be like, people really care whether I post something? And I'll be like, okay, let me go post a video. But it'd be just that 1 follower or that 2 followers like, hey, you haven't posted in a while. Where you at?
Right.
And so that's what kept me on track, that they would come check on me. But yeah, I didn't got discouraged. I didn't completely put it down like anyways.
Yeah, for sure. You would get too mixed up with that because social media is not real life. Like, y'all be getting it mixed up. Like, you still have to live a life after you put your phone down. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all letting these likes and viewers and shares and favorites get to y'all head when y'all not equating those to dollars. Like, you got 500,000 followers, not even $500. You get what I'm saying? So how do you attach your brand to other brands to make income?
So as far as, like, I know I'm a brand, but like I was just talking to somebody yesterday and they were asking me, should they separate their personal account from their business account? And I was like, that's not a question you want to ask me, because I put everything together. So whether it's my business, whether it's my personal, I put everything together. And then as an influencer, I'm technically a brand.
Right.
But I don't look at myself as a brand. I do what makes me happy.
Okay.
So if I do it for me and they're just along for the ride, like, take it or leave it, whatever you want to do with it, you do that with it. But as far as like looking for companies and all that, companies just reach out to me automatically.
Okay.
So they follow me, they look at my profile. My profile is pretty much my portfolio anyways.
Right.
So they know if I'm aligned with their brand or whatever we gonna do anyways. So if they like my content, I know exactly how they want the video shot. And I know exactly what type of songs and stuff that they need, because all my content is pretty much very similar.
Okay. So the first time that a brand reached out to you, were you excited about it? Like, oh my God, like,
I was super excited. It was $100 brand. It was $100 deal, whatever they wanted me to do. It was a card game. It was like a couples card game. What was it called?
Was it Tonight's Conversation?
No,
I think I know. No.
It was a good card game, whatever the name of it was. And you played it like all day. Like if you outside at a store, like you play it all day, whatever the card game was. I can't remember the name of it. But okay, so one of the things in the game was, if you go to a restaurant and say your spouse orders something that looks good, you pull out your card and be like, swap that with me. And you had to swap food. But I can't remember.
That's interesting though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so you played it all day, whatever it was called.
I'm gonna have to look that up. They might still got that on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it's just like, okay, are you doing it for brands, or are you just doing it for yourself and then the brands reach out to you? Or are you like, okay, well, I know what the brands like, so I'm gonna put this kind of content out?
So I've always wanted to get paid to just be myself, right?
That's the key. That's the key.
So lately I've been documenting my life. So part of document my life is the places that I go. So I might go to a restaurant, go get breakfast. I might hit a yoga spot. After I leave there, I might go get a drink, whatever I'm doing. So brands are like, she's documenting her life.
Right.
Let's reach out to her and tell her to come see us. So now I might wake up, go to the gym, go get a drink. And now the company didn't reach out and said, come see me too. And now I'm about to hit the spa.
Okay.
So now they want to just be put in the video as a shout out type of thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
How have you seen social media change with the brands in the last like year and a half or two? Because I know a lot of people, like, the brands not paying like they used to. Or, like, I think they even took away the Reels bonus. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like how we used to get paid for the Reels. And it was all strategic on their behalf too, because the more Reels, I used to go crazy posting Reels.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta get this bonus. And I would never make it. And I used to be pissed off. Like,
You're like, where my money at?
yeah, and it used to be like $50 to $60. And I was telling people, like, don't stress yourself out trying to make this Reels bonus.
Yeah.
But how have you seen it transition though to now?
Yeah, they absolutely are paying less. But it's always gonna be like that. Everything is always gonna change, and they always gonna change it for the businesses to benefit the most. Right. So, but I'm not mad at the change though. I like it, and I want them to change some more.
Why?
Okay, so for me, one thing that I see that change, I told you I was doing Amazon products. So a company would reach out to me and be like, hey, can I send you my Amazon product? And I would send them my price sheet. And my price could be anywhere from like $250 to $1,020 for a TikTok video. Might be a 30-second TikTok video. And so they would pay that. They'd be like, okay, cool. It comes with this. And they would pay that. Now, if I send that out, they're going to be like, I'm not paying you no 200, no 1,000, nothing.
Yeah.
But I make a commission through Amazon. So now everything is commission based. So anything that sells, I'm still making that 20% commission or whatever it is. So I'm still going to get paid and they still going to send me their product. But I'm cool with it because now I get to work with more brands.
Right.
Because now they built a platform for all these brands to have all their products in one place instead of me waiting on them to come to me. I can just go to them.
Okay.
So I make more in the long run because I can go to as many companies as I want to.
Right.
So and then same with Amazon, they have kind of like a home shopping network on Amazon now where it's just influencers recommending products.
Oh,
so I can get on there and go live and talk to people that are shopping right this moment.
I know I did that last year. I know Christmas was a good time to make some money off the Amazon influencers, affiliate program. Mm-hmm. But it's hard though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's tough. You got to stick with it though. How do you? Well, do you think that the content creation lifestyle is oversaturated?
I don't think it's oversaturated. I think because nobody's gonna be able to edit like you. You know, a lot of times people not buying a product, they're buying the person.
Right.
So everybody's going to like your style, like your personality over the next person. So I don't really feel like it's oversaturated. People just going to pick and choose who it is they like.
Yeah. I think I seen a influx of people doing it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say it's oversaturated, but it's like you are you. Be you. Exactly. That's who they're following.
Yes, be you.
Right.
And a lot of people are just trying to be politically correct or trying to imitate what it is they saw. Just be you.
That's it. At the end of the day, like people are following you for you. You know what I'm saying? They're not following you because some, random thing they may see, but they like something on your page. So just be you at the end of the day. What is the mental, I would say, how can I put this? How do you reset from social media? Like when you get overwhelmed with it, because I know I get overwhelmed with social media.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm tired of editing. Sometimes I'm tired of putting the damn tripod up. I'm tired. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. How do you mentally relax from content creating?
So for me, I like to go to the gym. And when I go to the gym, you can't lifetime. Yeah. the expensive gym. Don't do that. Don't do that. I only got Lifetime because they got a cafe.
Really?
Like, if the place ain't got food, I don't want to be there.
Far as like the gym or just period?
The gym.
Oh, yeah. You ain't going to make it at Planet Fitness or LA
I'm
Fitness.
not. I had Planet Fitness for 3 months and didn't step in there once. But as soon as I got Lifetime, I was like, let me get up and go get this breakfast.
Yeah, but Lifetime gives you some type of motivation that Planet Fitness or LA Fitness don't give you. Even the people there is different. You get what I'm saying? The vibes is different. I feel you, though. I feel you.
That's true.
I definitely feel you on that.
Yeah, but it's going to the gym because when I get there, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm about to get here. I'm gonna sit on this massage table, and I'm gonna leave my phone like in the car or in the locker or something. Like, I'm going to sit on this massage table. I'm going to get in the steam room, sauna, hot tub. Like, I'm hitting everything.
Jacuzzi,
it's a spa day.
Everything. I tell people that. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Invest in yourself, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Invest in yourself. So, if you wanted to give an upcoming content creator some advice on starting out fresh, what would be your advice, or what would you tell them?
I would tell them to just do it. Don't be looking for a ring light. Just get your phone. Don't be looking for the perfect setup. Oh, I got to get the perfect chair. I got to get the perfect. No, just get your phone and start recording. And everything is content. You can really just be walking and record your shoes as you walk into a place. Everything is content.
Everything.
You don't have to figure out what the trends are and all that stuff. Just do it.
Because the trends die down. Yeah. And then you will be left with the trends.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
And you don't want people following you based off trends.
No.
Now, you need some people that's following you because they like what you're doing.
Exactly. Because they're going to continue to keep following. And then not only that, you are a brand, y'all. I don't know how many times I'm going to tell y'all that, but you are a brand. Like, you can get, say, for instance, with the podcast, I can get t-shirts and get merch with my brand. You get what I'm saying? And then I can sell the t-shirts, or I can go to different restaurants. I can go to different businesses and tell them, okay, look, I got a podcast. I can promote you guys. Like, you are a brand. So whatever you're doing, market yourself as a brand. Like, okay, I'm not just a content creator. I'm Calvin. I'm a businessman. I'm a content creator. I'm a marketer. Like, I'm way further than just a podcast. So when I say get into content creating, content is changing the trajectory of your life. Do something different. Do something deeper. You get what I'm saying? Don't just make content and just be like, okay, that's what it is. Like, it's cool to do that, but do something deeper with that. So I know earlier we was talking about you losing your job and things of that sort. How did you feel in that moment? Like,
oh, when I lost my job, I felt so. My regional manager had spoke to me a week before that. So I kind of knew, like, Oh,
so you knew it was...
I knew it was possible that I could lose my job. But after I spoke to him, I was like, okay, God, let your will be done. And I went back to typing. So when he came the next week and I saw him pull up, I was like, oh, today my last day. Okay.
So you was ready almost.
Yeah. So when he showed up and was like, okay, we got to let you go, I was like, nice. This the will that needs to be done.
What?
I said, God, let your will be done.
And
So I was like, okay.
No, this the will right here.
So it was hard to be stressed out because I felt like this is supposed to happen. I said, let your will be done.
He did his will.
He was like, all right, let's wrap this up. Let's get you up out of here.
So what's your recovery process after losing your job? Like, is this your first job you lost?
No.
So you used to it, basically.
So this is my first job I've lost. I would say this is my second job I've lost while living alone. So it's a different struggle when you lose a job and you are single and you are alone.
How are you navigating this like that though?
I'm staying busy.
Okay.
I'm trying not to think about it.
Right.
So I'm a little bit of everywhere like air.
Okay.
But yeah, I whatever they got going on, I get home, I fill out all my job applications, and then whatever my calendar looking like, I go get that done. Yeah.
It's a good thing though that you're not just sitting in it though.
I can't do it.
Yeah, like a lot of people just sit in it.
But
it's something about you that gives me like you are ambitious, you are goal driven. You're not gonna let one job stop your process. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's something that speaks volumes about you. You get what I'm saying? That you're not gonna let this one job stop you from who you really are.
Yeah.
And I just want to tell you to keep going because you don't know where it's gonna hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, God got something really, really deep for you. Yeah. And it's gonna be better. And you're gonna look back at this and be like, oh, okay, that's why this happened. You get what I'm saying? So what made you start what is the name of the series? I Lost My Job series.
The unemployed. What did I call it? My work loss.
Is the unemployed series?
Yes, it's the unemployed series.
I hate that I like it because you're unemployed, but it's like it gives me like I don't know, like it gives me inspiration. I don't know.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's definitely a masterpiece.
Yeah, because I've never seen it done. You get what I'm saying? So like, what's she doing today?
No. Yeah, so I am on day 17 now. Day 17 of being unemployed and looking for work.
So if y'all got some job inquiries that she can edit on,
come on now.
Know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Go ahead and, put it in the comments. And I'm going to do something as well. I'm going to link your Cash App in my video. So if anybody, want to go ahead and support this young woman on her ventures, you can do that. I'm going to add the Cash App and, whatever, we go from there. But you say you're on day 17.
I'm on day 17.
Okay.
Yes. And, okay, so originally I kept my personal page and my business page, they were separate at one point, and then I just started kind of merging everything as one because I felt like, people want to know who you are. They don't want to just see products, right?
Yeah.
So for the most part, it was personal, but I kept people out of my personal life because I can post all day and you can know nothing about me, right? But I was speaking to a friend. His name is Ty Mopkins. And I was speaking to him, and he had saw one of my stories. And he was like, how come you cut that story short? In the story, we were doing an interview, and then the girls got to crying. So I cut the video short. And he was like, why you didn't run it all the way through? And I was like, because it wasn't my business to tell. And so he was like, you should start being more genuine with your following. And, you know, I took it. I was like, okay, start being more genuine. But again, that wasn't my business to tell. But he said, you know, that could have helped somebody else out, whatever we were talking about. And we could have let other people see, you know, what we go through.
That's a fact.
And so I was like, okay. So noted. I put it in the back of my head. Okay, noted. So then I ended up speaking to a friend named Skrill. And this was right before I went on the Creator Con. And he was like, you know, when you go up on stage, I need you to be authentic. He said, because, you know, sometimes people will go on stage and they'll be too politically correct or whatever the answer is supposed to be. They done already read it and they say that answer.
Right.
So he like, you know, when you go up there and be authentic, people are going to get more from you being authentic than if you know, go up there with a script and something already written out.
Okay.
So I glanced at my questions that I had and I was like, okay. And I just went up there and spoke from the heart. And so between Skrill and Ty telling me be genuine and be authentic, the day I lost my job, I said, this is what they've been telling me to do. I'm about to be authentic. And so I walked in so I went to work today at 9, got back at 10 because I lost my job.
Right. It was so like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, wow, wait a minute. Like, that was a twist. That was a turn.
I was like, so I'm about to clean up this house. But it's really a breath of fresh air. I really like being able to really be my complete self. Because, you know, a lot of times people are ashamed to say that they lost their job or say that they don't, because, you know, everybody on Instagram rich, right?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So, you know, people be ashamed to say that they struggling or that they account negative or whatever the case may be. And I'll be like, look, I'm driving on fumes today, y'all. I'm about to stop and get some gas. Like, I tell people exactly what it is that I'm going through. And it wasn't this video I did. I want to say it was day 15. I went and spoke to the leasing office and they told me to come up with my rent by the 31st of December or they're starting the eviction process. But I said that in my video, like, look, this is part of the journey.
Right.
So I got to figure something out by December 31st. But I just feel like I don't know. Either I'm going to get a job or I'm going to figure something out. So I'm not stressed out per se. Like if I got to get a storage unit and put my stuff in there until I figure out where I'm going next, and that's what it is. But I'm excited for the journey.
Good. I think that, you know, this is a good thing that you're doing. I'm not saying that you losing your job is a good thing, but like I told you before, you documenting this and going through the emotions and stuff like that. Like your journey is so impactful for not only you but for other people, and you don't know what your next blessing is going to come from. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And I hope that, you know, this episode or this video, whatever, can help you, you know, look back, you know, a few years from now and be like, hey, I went through this time and I really went through the struggle and I made it through, because you gonna make it through.
Yeah, absolutely.
You gonna make it through.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? So just keep your head up, keep grinding, and, you know that God got your back.
I know
what I'm
that,
saying? Yeah. What has this experience taught you?
So this experience has taught me to be myself.
Okay.
Yeah. And be comfortable in my skin, because
I mean, who else can you be though? You get what I'm saying?
Be nobody else.
Who else can you be?
But I like how transparent I've been. Mm-hmm. And you know, I don't remember the person's name, and I wouldn't say it anyways if I did. But somebody commented and told me, "Thank you for posting." It was my very first video when I first was like, "Hey, I just lost my job." Mm-hmm. And it was that very first video, because I said after I got done cleaning, I went and changed my clothes because my dad taught me to never look like what I'm going through.
Yes.
And I changed my clothes into a dress. And the person messaged me and said, thank you. Or she said she wants to thank my father because she hasn't gotten up and gotten dressed and she's been depressed, and she said she was gonna get up and get dressed that day. And she was like, "Thank your father for me." And I was like, my dad passed 2 months ago.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I appreciate you. And he was battling prostate cancer since 2017. But when I tell you, my daddy was fly, like, so people would see him and be like, "Dang, where you going, or where you coming from?" Because he'd just be suited and booted, sitting on a porch or something. And so if we would go to the hospital, he'd come in, he'd have a crystal cane. He'd just be
fresh as hell.
Yes.
That's how I'm going to be. I ain't about to let my life, I'm going to be fresh as hell.
And I'm like, we just going to the hospital. But because he was always that fly, I was like, let me go buy some new clothes.
Right.
So now when you see me, I'm always in a dress because I'm like, I can't be standing next to this man and he this fly.
Yeah. You never know who's gonna see you though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know when. When people
but I
go
never
out.
Thought about that.
Yeah, you never and it be at the gas station. You might be just throwing something. You might see a beautiful woman or a fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn! Like, I'm just coming to the gas. You know what I'm saying? So I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, but he never looked like what he was going through ever. So when I lost my job, I just imagined like if I told my dad right now, what would he say? He'd be like, "So, get another one."
Facts.
Like, that would be his answer. Like, okay.
Shout out to you, Pop. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. Get another one.
Get another one.
Yep.
So I'm like, that's my mind. So I'm like, Daddy would have told me to just get another one. Okay, we'll just find you another one. It would have been something so simple, so vague. Like, okay. And so I was like, okay, let me get myself together and let me not look like what I'm going through. So every day I get dressed and, I try to look as best as I can and I go on about my business.
That's all you can do.
That's it.
That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Before we get out of here, do you have any stories that, you felt like a time you wanted to give up, but you had to push through and you had to really, kind of like fight adversity or fight, like the willpower to not give up on yourself? Like you had to really, really push through?
So this is more personal. It's not really dealing with content or anything, but last year I went through a separation. I went through a separation in November. And I used to cry a lot just to come home. Like, and it might be something so simple, just like I remember getting out the car and just getting groceries, and I would cry because I'm getting groceries because I was so used to somebody else doing for me and somebody else being there for me. I remember going to get an oil change, just crying. Like, I really chose this life. Like, so I think that was one of the biggest struggles that I faced. Just like we was together over 10 years. So wow. I'm just used to being domesticated. So just learning life, I guess you would say. It was just a struggle. I was like, I really chose this life. I'm really downtown. I'm really in this high rise. Like, it's just different. It was just a different norm, So I think that was my biggest struggle. And, I just feel like with time, if you give yourself time, everything just, fixes itself through time. Yeah.
Through time heals.
Yeah.
That's the purpose of time.
Yeah.
It's a healing process. Grieving processes. Going through life changes is just part of time. And that's why time is so important. That's when you commit a crime, they take your time. They don't care how much money you have. You know what I'm saying?
They take your time.
They take your time. Yeah. Time is the most valuable thing. Yeah. God, listen here. For one, when he first started the Bible, he created. That's why I personally feel like content creation is the best thing. He created Adam and he created Eve. He created the world. He created the heavens and earth. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I just believe that life is so precious now. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you notice, like, you chose this life. You get what I'm saying? And it's not the end all, be all. You get what I'm saying? And it's just some changes that we all got to go through, and it'd be hard, but it set us up for being better. And I just, hope and pray that, your life change in 2025. Mm-hmm. I don't know what is going to happen in your future. Maybe your husband might walk straight through the door. You get what I'm saying? Maybe he just take over, just take the stress straight from you. Like, I don't know.
You talking about a new husband?
A new husband.
Oh, okay.
No, not that. No.
We not talking about the old.
No. He over with. No, we don't do old. We talking about new.
Like, let's change the subject.
We talking about new. You know what I'm saying? I seen you on the Pop the Balloon challenge. I see you doing your thing. Yeah. I see you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we gon', do your thing.
Hey, my Pop the Balloon was lit, though.
It was?
They haven't released the content, and I think it was too lit for them to release
really?
it.
I'm like, wow. Like, okay. I do my little research. I'm like, all right,
I don't know if they gonna. If they do, they gonna edit that good.
They gonna edit. Listen here, it's all fun in the games. You get what I'm saying? You never know where it's gonna come from. But I appreciate you for stopping by the lab,
of course,
giving us some personal stories, and just letting people know that content creating ain't always good. If you want to go ahead and get into content creating, do it now. Your life is content. You are content. So just put the shit out. Is there anything else you want to, let the viewers know where to follow you at, what you got going on? I see you doing a movie.
Yeah. I've been doing behind the scenes. I'm gonna be helping with the movie for about a week. So for a week, I won't be unemployed.
Hey, listen, you gotta take what you can take. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that was love, and I bumped into her at Lifetime.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I'm saying?
Because you can network at those expensive.
See what
gyms.
I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Shout out to what is her name?
China.
Shout out to China. Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, but everyone can follow me on Epic as Epic Love.
Okay.
LUVV for love.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and that's for all platforms.
Love. God is love.
Yeah.
Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment to the content. You can follow me at Perfect Timing, PERFECT_TIMING. You can follow me at Stab Lab Network at gmail.com. Like I said before, make sure you're getting ready for 2025. It's coming really, really quick. Set your goals up. Whatever you're going to do, just make sure that you're not doing the same exact thing as you was in 2024. But I appreciate y'all. Make sure you stay tuned to another episode of the Stab Lab Podcast. Thank you.